Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Oklahoma Virtual Transfer College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone on. Participants cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. And here is our schedule for this afternoon. We are here in session A1. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the University of Oklahoma.
One second. Oh. All right. Hello. My name is Courtney Thomas, and I'm the Assistant Director of Transfer Admissions and Recruitment at the University of Oklahoma. And I'm so happy to give you a quick rundown of us today. So if you are not currently on our mailing list, take a quick snapshot of this QR code here or visit our direct link, and I'll show that again at the end in case you don't have the chance to look at that. We admit 2,500 plus transfer students a year. So while we do have a lot of direct from high school students coming in, I promise you are not alone if you decide to transfer to the University of Oklahoma. Here are kind of your steps to take if you are interested in applying with us. Of course, the application, and we do require official transcripts from every college and university that you've attended. If you have 24 or more hours when you transfer with us, we're just going to look at your overall college GPA to make an admissions decision. If you have fewer than 24 hours, we're going to consider that college GPA, but also we request that you submit a final high school transcript and ACT or SAT test scores. And we'll consider both your high school information and your college GPA to make a decision here. Of course, the application fee, and then please fill out a FAFSA wherever you decide to go. That opened in October. And when you apply for admission with us, you are also applying for scholarships. So there's no outside application that you have to do. And I'll come back to the scholarship piece here momentarily. And here are the transfer GPA requirements. As I just mentioned, if you have 24 or more hours, once you apply with us, we're just looking at that overall GPA to make an admissions decision. And you can see here there are some differences based on your major college and based on if you have over 60 hours. Those of you who are transferring with over 60 hours, the GPA requirement may drop a little bit depending on that major. You can see there are some additional requirements for aviation students and for mechanical, biomedical, and aerospace engineering students. This is also on our website, so you don't have to commit this to memory because I know this will be really fast paced. So I would highly recommend you check that out on our site as well. Again, I mentioned scholarships here. We have 5 scholarships, 3 are academic and 2 are competitive. The 3 academic awards will be based on your overall GPA, if you have earned 24 hours, and if you have applied by the priority scholarship deadline, which my next slide will show you those. The 2 competitive awards are just that, competitive, based on the short answer questions within the application. I don't know if I mentioned this, the top 3, the academic, are automatic. I think I failed to mention that. You can see the differences for our residents and non-residents here. So again, no extra scholarship application. You apply for these by applying to the university. Here are deadlines, the priority scholarship deadlines for those of you who are interested in transferring in a spring term. Spring term is November 1st is that priority scholarship deadline. So still time to get that in if you're looking at spring 21. And then all my fall folks, summer, fall, that priority deadline is March 1st. So again, plenty of time to get that into us and hopefully be awarded or considered for scholarships. And we have 170 plus undergraduate degree programs. So I'm sure some of you as transfer students already know kind of what you want to be when you grow up. But if you don't, I would highly recommend you visit our ou.mymajors.com, take a quick assessment, and it will pull majors you may be interested in based on your interests, based on your skills. And that's a really nice thing for you because you can come into OU as undecided as a transfer student, but I would recommend taking that a quick look as well. And we have 550 plus student organizations. So we're all going to apply, we're all going to get admitted, and then we're all going to get involved, right? And these range from academic to social to religious to multicultural. I'm quite fond of the Oklahoma Association of Transfer Students for obvious reasons. So wherever you decide to go, we recommend you get involved in any way you can. And given the nature of the world today, we are continuing to have virtual resources throughout the fall and probably the spring semester as well. So we are a team of 5 admissions counselors. You can schedule a one-on-one with us. We have virtual tours and virtual transfer webinars as well. So if 6 minutes just wasn't enough for you, we have 30-minute presentations that we're holding virtually. And again, all over social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the like. So check us out. If you can't make it to campus, you can find some fun photos there. And again, that QR code if you want to get on our mailing list. And our contact information, transfer@ou.edu, super simple. Our email and our phone number here, again, also on the website. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much. I know those really fast, so please connect with us after the presentation, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And next we'll hear from Mid-America Christian University.
Hi, guys. Well, my name is Melissa, and I'm an admissions counselor at Mid-America Christian University, and I'm excited to talk you through all the things that make Macu home. Macu is located just south of downtown Oklahoma City. We have close to 600 on-ground students and about another 1,000 that study online or in our graduate programs. While we may seem like a smaller school, this gives us the advantage of being an intentional community between faculty, staff, and students. Starting the application process is as easy as these 4 steps. We just need your application, your ACT or SAT scores, transcripts from your high school, and your university if you're a transfer student, and lastly, your government issued ID. At Macu, we have 7 different schools with over 30 different degree options. Some distinctive degree programs are data analytics, digital marketing, criminal justice, sports management, and biology. We have 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, meaning our class sizes are smaller. This is important because our students receive individualized attention, get to know the professors on a more personal level, and have the ability to ask questions freely in class. Macu is an accredited university through the Higher Learning Commission, or HLC, which is a regional accreditation body. Within our degree programs, we also offer a few areas of specialization. The first is our pre-professional tracks, which help prepare our students for graduate programs later on. Our pre-engineering, pre-law, pre-medicine, and pre-veterinary tracks are built-in tracks that can be added to many of our degrees. Our pre-nursing track allows students to gain their associate's degree while also getting their science prereqs that they will need for most nursing schools. Macu has a partnership with Oklahoma City and their Kramer School of Nursing. Lastly, our 4+1 program allows students to earn their bachelor's and master's degree in 5 years. This 4+1 program is offered with our Masters of Business, Masters of Leadership, Masters of Education, Curriculum, and Instruction. For high school juniors and seniors, we offer concurrent classes both online and on ground in an 8-week and 16-week format. Our concurrent courses are only $175 per course. This includes both tuition and fees for the course. Students who are interested can begin the process by going and filling out our free application at apply.macu.edu. At Mid-America Christian University, we understand one of the top concerns of students and parents is affordability when it comes to paying for college. We offer academic, leadership, athletic, transfer, and many other scholarships. Your admissions counselor can help you apply for both internal and external scholarships. This is our cost breakdown for the 2021 academic year. The semester costs are on the left column and the total year costs are on the right. Tuition is the same for in-state and out-of-state students, and it is in block tuition, meaning your cost is the same for 12 credit hours, as well as 17 credit hours per semester. As we mentioned with the financial aid slide, most of our students receive scholarship to help bring down the cost. Macu Athletics is a part of the Sooner Athletic Conference, and we are NAIA Division I. We have competitive teams in men's and women's soccer, men's and women's basketball, softball, baseball, and volleyball. We take pride in our student athletes that have gone on to represent us and win in different arenas nationally. Just last month, we broke ground on the O'Brien Training Center. In this 18,600 square foot facility, there will be new weight rooms, media room, and a training room. This fall, Macu launched its very own esports team with a state-of-the-art gaming center with scholarships available to esports athletes. There are 4 different games we compete in: Rocket League, League of Legends, Super Smash Bros., and Overwatch. In the Student Success Department, they offer access to free tutoring, time management mentors, and a writing center. The Student Success Office also helps all students in resume writing, reviewing, and preparing for interviews. The mission of Macu leads back to pouring into our students and being intentional about their development, not only academically, but personally. We accomplish this through our spiritual life activities on campus. We have 2 large resident halls on campus where our students live, Southwest and McCutcheon Halls. A top priority of Macu is to keep our students safe while they are on campus. We do this in a number of ways, but we also have our own police department who patrols campus 24/7 all year round. Laundry is also included in our fees. There are 2 sets of washer and dryers on every floor for easy access to our resident students. Student Life works with student leaders across the university to create a community where students feel seen, valued, and known. In our student leadership room, you can find interviews and meetings being held by resident assistants, resident chaplains, Student Government Association, Campus Activities Board, and many other campus organizations. We also host intramural sports that include sand volleyball, basketball, and flag football. Here are some different ways that you can come on campus. We have Evangel Experience, Macu Visit Days, and campus tours. Evangel Experience and Macu Visit Days give the opportunity for you to come on campus, and you'll actually receive a scholarship for that as well. And then lastly, here is our contact information. So I just want to say thank you so much for letting me present, and we hope to see you on campus soon.
Fantastic, thank you. And next we'll hear from Southern Arkansas University.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Whitney Hall. I represent Southern Arkansas University, home of the Mule Riders. We are located in Magnolia, Arkansas, which is about an hour east of the Texarkana, Texas and Arkansas border. It's over there in the southeast portion of your state. So we're I like to say we're always close enough but far enough. We were founded more than 100 years ago, and we have over 1,400 acres. We're actually the second largest campus in the state land-wise. Well, we have students from over 40 states and 39 countries represented. Just around 4,500 students total on our campus, and we have a 16-to-1 student-teacher ratio. So they're definitely going to know you by name, which can always be a good thing or a bad thing, what I always like to say. We're known for quality and affordability from a national standpoint, and we do have that reputation for our staff and campus offices having a very open door facilities as well too. So something to think about, our degree programs that we offer, more than 80 different options with between 4 different colleges as well as a graduate school program. Things that we're known for right off the bat is business and agriculture. Some of our top majors are in that top right: accounting, finance, game animation and simulation design, musical theater, psychology, pre-health, marine biology, engineering. We're the only ones south of Little Rock to offer something like that, computer science as well. well, and cyber range, and of course nursing, where we had the 97% pass rate on our NCLEX exam, which was the highest in the state out of all public institutions. Some of our new programs are mentioned right beneath that: international business, pre-art therapy. We've added a doctorate as well, which is the only one south of Little Rock, and of course a teacher leadership certificate. So I do have on here beginning freshman criteria. I know we're working with transfers, but sometimes we'll have students that'll transfer over and they have less than 30 hours. And so that's why some of it is the same, but beneath there, we're still gonna need your ACT and SAT scores for placement purposes. If you didn't make a certain grade level on the composition classes, we will need all of your official transcripts or GED with grades or C or better. Those are the only ones that are gonna transfer over to us. Of course, if you're 25 years of age or older, you're admitted nonetheless as well. So you can go to our free application online, which you can see that information right there. Miss Laura Wilkerson will actually serve as your pinpoint from the Office of Admissions if you have any questions at all. Moving on, we have about 81% of our students are on some sort of financial aid. So I mentioned before, we're definitely known from a national standpoint from a quality and affordability. We're actually one of the biggest returns on investment in the state of Arkansas as well too. And you'll be happy to know that as an Oklahoma resident, as long as you live on our campus, you do not have to pay out of state tuition. So instead of paying $5,730, you'll only have to pay $3,210, again, as long as you live on our campus. And I'll break out some of those housing options here shortly. As far as scholarships goes, when it comes to that, you will see right there on that list to the right that the priority deadline is April 15th, and that is for a fall entrance only. We do not currently have a spring scholarship opportunity for transfer students. You would have to start in the fall. What we need are official transcripts with at least a 3.0 GPA, 48 transferable hours, and of course it's a limited quantity, and we give really a lot more preference on these around our surrounding states and region, and it awards $3,000 a semester, so just short of full tuition. Of course, there's other private endowed scholarship opportunities. Just visit saufoundation.org and you'll be able to see a full list of those. They can stack as well with other performance-based scholarships, as well as any departmental. So of course, housing, you have the option if you want to live on campus, if you have at least 60 hours or more. Other than that, if you're over 21, you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. But again, if you want to have that out-of-state tuition waived, you need to live on our campus. $100 reservation fee is required, and we house according to interests, whether it be your major, your hobbies, best friend, stranger, whatever you want to do, we will totally accommodate the best that we can. Do know that along with our residence halls, we do offer on-campus and off-campus apartment complexes, as well as opportunities for it to feel like a little city. We have Panda Express on our campus, Subway, Chick-fil-A. We're actually opening up Starbucks here in January. So it's going to feel a great opportunity for you. And of course, all of those fees are included with that as well too. If you want to be a member of one of our sports teams, we're in the Great American Conference, NCAA Division II. So we play a lot of Oklahoma schools and Arkansas schools. If you look down there below, you'll see some club teams. Some real big ones that are big right now, of course, are esports, trap shooting, bass fishing, disc golf. Of course, there's other scholarships that can stack with those academic. When you want to get involved on campus, we always say try to get in several different organizations, especially if you want to move on for those job opportunities. Anything from departmental, religious, special interests, social fraternities and Greeks, as well as student government. You and 7 other people can actually create a club on our campus too. So anything that we can do to assist you, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, you have Ms. Laura Wilkerson's information. You have mine. We are excited to have you, and please, please consider us for a visit. We are doing personal tours any day during the week, Monday through Friday. Just visit our website, saumag.edu/tour. So thank you so much.
Great. And at this juncture, I just want to remind our participants that the Q&A box is available to you. If you have any questions for our presenters, feel free to ask them during the presentation, and we'll also have a few minutes at the end for them to answer as well. So next up, we'll hear from Fort Hays State University.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Hugo Perez. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions here at Fort Hays State and the on-campus transfer coordinator. Fort Hays State is located in northwest Kansas in beautiful Hays, America. We are about halfway between Kansas City and Denver. Fort Hays State is Size-wise, we're about the right size for you. We have just under 16,000 students enrolled through Fort Hays. Of that, about 4,800 are on campus. We have about 7,000 who take classes online, and then just under 4,500 through our multiple international partnerships. Now, with that said, for transfers, especially those that are coming from community college, you've been used to small class sizes. That's what you're going to have here as well. Our average class size around campus is about 20 to 25 students, and our student-teacher ratio is about 17:1. We offer over 60 different majors and minors on this campus through 5 different colleges, which you can see up there. Also, if you want to see more specific, you can kind of look at fhsu.edu/majors-minors, and you can see a full listing of all those that we have to offer on our campus. Now, what's it going to cost for you to come to school at Fort Hays State? This year, for a contiguous state student, our tuition rate is $250 a credit hour. What that means is for 30 credit hours for a full year of tuition and fees, you are looking at $7,523 for the full year. It is one of the most affordable universities in the region. Now, we also have listed on here our room and board costs. Now, as a transfer student, you are not required to live on campus, but if you do choose to, you're going to be looking on average about that $8,374. We also give you an average for books and supplies of about $600. With that said, Fort Hays State is very big on open educational resource materials to help bring those costs down, as well as our online bookstore, which has brought our book costs down for students as well. So you can see for a total year of attending Fort Hays State, you're looking at just about $16,500 for the full year. Now, we want to make that even more affordable for you. So we do have quite a few different transfer scholarships that are available. If you have your phone and you want to scan that QR code is going to take you right to our transfer scholarship page. But in order to receive transfer scholarships at Fort Hays State, if you have at least earned 30 credit hours and a minimum of a 2.5 GPA, you are going to get some money from Fort Hays State. Obviously, the higher your GPA, the more money that you're going to get. If you're a community college student in Oklahoma and you are named to the Phi Theta Kappa All academic team, we have another scholarship opportunity for you as well. Now, we also offer a variety of different scholarships. First off, we have our FHSU General Scholarship application. This general application is what's going to look into all of our different academic, departmental, and endowment scholarships. We do have a November 15th priority deadline and a February 15th final deadline. We also have what's called our Access to Academic Opportunity Grant. This grant ranges anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000, and it is geared towards students of diverse backgrounds as well as first-generation type students. So it's another opportunity to lower that cost for a student attending Fort Hays State. Now, when we get you on campus, this is going to be your home, okay? Whether it is living in one of the residential halls here on campus or living off campus. Now, I will let you know one of the big on-campus housing is our Tiger Village. It's a brand new hall, less than 3 years old, where we have our transfer network. So it's a wing that is dedicated to transfer students to live in. With that, you also are going to have a lot of different events going on campus as well. We are an NCAA Division II institution, and we are a member of the MIAA conference. Here you're going to see a lovely picture of one of our football games last year at Lewis Field. What's awesome about our campus is you're going to get into all sporting events with your student ID for free, no additional cost when it comes to that. And we do have 8 men's and 8 women's varsity athletic teams. Now, if you're not competing on the gridiron or on the court, but you want to be involved, we have that for you as well. We have over 125 different clubs and organizations on our campus for you to be a part of. That's going to go anywhere from a departmental organization to a honor society to a general club. On here, you're going to see our esports club that's going on right now. So we do have an esports club as well as a brand new esports varsity team that has just started competing this past fall. Now, one of the things we do want you to do is we do want you to come out and visit. So we've got a lot of different opportunities for you. We are taking on-campus in-person visits. So we are scheduling those Monday through Friday for you to be able to come out and visit on there. Now, if you cannot make it to Hays America for a tour, we are doing virtual visits as well. So we will set up a talk with an admissions counselor in an academic department. We also have on our YouTube channel our virtual campus tour for you. Not only that, but Tuesdays from here throughout the semester, we're going to have our virtual Tiger Transfer Tuesday events that are going to be going on. You'll also see a checklist here. This is geared towards seniors, but a lot of these things will work for our transfers as well, mainly the applying for admission, applying for scholarships, housing, and then enrolling in classes. Now, the best way to get information about Fort Hays is to follow us on social media outlets. You're going to see us on all the different social media platforms. I mentioned earlier we have our virtual tour on YouTube, so go ahead and smash that subscribe button there. That way you can follow all the latest and greatest info going on in Hays America. Thank you.
All right, and our final school for this hour is Tulsa Community College.
All right, thank you guys for being here. My name is Nathan. I'm with Tulsa Community College, education specialist here for the school. Our mission and value is to build success through education. Diversity, inclusion, and equality are values. Everyone can learn, a community, affordable, and a quality education, and also excellence. Now we have two types of university paths here. We have our university transfer path, and then we also have our workforce path. Our university transfer path is when you come to school and you earn your associate's degree, and then you also are planning on transferring to a four-year university. And then our workforce path is our way for you to come and earn different certificates, along with completing different programs that'll make you ready for the working world. We have 7 different academic schools here. We have our allied health, our business information and technology, engineering and aviation, and public service, the liberal arts and communication, our nursing, science and mathematics, and then our visual and performing arts. All of those 7 schools are held at one of these 4 main campuses that we have here at TCC, our Metro campus, our Northeast campus, our Southeast campus, and our West campus as well. Each school holds a different academic school, and so they're split up between the 4 main campuses here in Tulsa. So quick TCC facts: we're the 3rd largest college in Oklahoma. We have a 37% minority student population, and we have more foreign languages than any other school in Oklahoma. And our top 3 majors are business, pre-nursing, and our liberal arts program. Our student life, we also have a fitness center, intramurals, and then we have student organizations along with campus events and traditions. We have a huge student support system here for our students. We have our career services, our tutoring accessibility resource, and then also the library. And then we also give out bus fares for our local students here to get around town to make sure that they make it to their classes. Now we're delivering classes 4 different ways this year due to the COVID situation. We have our online classes, our online live classes, blended, and face-to-face. Each one of these serve as just a safety protocol, so that way we can keep all our students safe. We require the face covering, social distancing, keep your hands clean, and then avoid contact. So steps to get enrolled here, all you gotta do is apply at tulsacc.edu, make it official by sending your official transcripts in, and then also applying for financial aid at our FAFSA application. So here's our ways to contact us. So apply for TCC at tulsacc.edu, visit campus, our email address admissions@tulsacc.edu, and then our phone number here listed as well. And then we also have our virtual campus tours. And then you can also follow us on social media and Twitter. We're giving a live Instagram feed that'll show you more about our programs and opportunities that we have here on Wednesday at 3:00 p.m. And then our Facebook Live views Wednesday at 6:00 p.m. And thank you for joining us.
Great. So we have a bit of time for the Q&A especially. And while we are taking care of some questions in the chat, I want to invite all of the participants, all the panelists that is, to turn on their videos, and we'll just do a round robin of sorts. And I would love to hear from everybody. This is always my favorite part. We'll go in presentation order, and I would love to hear just a fun tradition or something unique about your campus, or even something you didn't get to in your presentation that you'd like to bring up, just something that's unique and special just to your school. So we'll go back from the top.
Sure. So again, my name is Courtney Thomas with the University of Oklahoma. If any of you have taken a campus tour, or even if you haven't, this is a fun legend we have. We've got this beautiful clock tower on campus right outside of our library. And the legend has it, if you walk under this tower before you graduate, before you graduate, you won't graduate in 4 years. You might have some extra time. And then second part of that is if you walk under it and look up, you won't graduate at all. So do not recommend. So we have lots of graduation photos of students standing underneath, looking up, walking under. So a lot of fun there.
Hi, my name is Ali. I'm also with the University of Oklahoma. I was a student there for both my undergraduate and graduate years. So my thing is probably going to be like within the engineering departments, and the buildings there is like tunnels. And they typically have ghost tours in the beginning of the years. And that's like my favorite thing to do. And so that's a fun thing to do. And then it's nice to meet you all, and then feel free to reach out to me and Courtney as well.
Hi guys, my name is Melissa. I'm from Mid-America Christian University. One of my favorite things about Macu is really the community that we have on campus. Our school is a smaller school, and so when you're on campus, you really do feel valued and known. And I think the coolest thing about it is when you go into the caf, professors actually know you by name. They'll sit with you at lunch, and it's just really a home atmosphere here. And so that's probably my favorite thing about Macu.
Hi, it's Whitney Hall again with Southern Arkansas University. And like I said before, we're home of the mule riders. And everybody's like, what is a mule rider? Well, long ago, our football team used to ride on the back of mules. There were farm animals on campus in the early 1900s. So these very majestic, smart animals with how they made it around. And so that's what they would do. They would jump on them to make it to a train station several miles away. So a coach started calling us a bunch of mule riders around Thanksgiving Day, and it stuck with us. So we center a lot of our things around the mule rider thing. Anyway, we don't even tailgate. We actually mulegate. I don't think anybody else does that. We mulegate. So of course, only in South Arkansas will we do that. It's the best thing ever. And it is our logo. No one in the entire world can be a mule rider. So if you want to be a part of something incredibly unique and very different, and I love it, come be a mule rider.
That mulegating, that's awesome. That is awesome. This is Hugo at Fort Hays State. I'm a big sports guy as well. So one of the traditions I love, there's just a lot of Tiger pride here. But we have an unofficial fight song here. It's the In Heaven song. And what's neat about it is one of our top donors, he will get the entire crowd going with this. He will don, funny name, his name is Don Bickle, but he will don a tiger head and will dance around the Coliseum. And people are just up and just, it gets the crowd going. So it's just a neat opportunity to see, alums and Tiger Pride here going at Fort Hays. So that's pretty cool for us.
Right. Hello, my name is Dan White with Tulsa Community College. I'm a colleague of Nathan's. We are both in the admissions department. I'm actually a recent graduate from Tulsa Community College and a non-traditional student myself. So it may not be as most exciting, but I mean, the things that I find exciting about Tulsa Community College are, one, the community environment in which we've got such a diverse population, and our faculty and staff are just easily approachable. That and paired with the fact that we are extremely affordable. So coming from kind of a multi-campus community college, Those are really exciting things, but we've got a lot of great traditions. But again, that community feel, I think, is what makes it such an exciting place to be.
All right, thanks everyone. So I'm going to give it another couple of minutes to see if more questions come in, and then I'll hop back on in a few minutes and wrap things up.
I'll tackle this one first. We had a question about music programs. At the University of Oklahoma, we have a very robust music program with numerous instrumental, vocal, performance, education majors. So pretty much if it's an instrument, we probably have some kind of program for it. So I don't know if you're, an instrumentalist or a singer, or maybe you're interested in musical theater. We have a lot of those programs. We have piano, pedagogy, so if you're interested in teaching, but some of our most popular programs are going to be the education, students, music education, and instrumental for sure.
Agreed. Tulsa Community College also offers a robust music program. Our Performing Arts Center, the Vantrease Pace Theater, actually hosts several different shows, musical programs, and we actually have our signature symphony series in which we have faculty, staff, folks from the community, as well as students that actually participate as the symphony. So we also have one-on-one music lessons, and again, just quite a robust offering of music programs and offerings.
Hey, it's Whitney again with SAU, Southern Arkansas University. Several different degree options for us too. We are a fully accredited in the area. Anything from musical theater, we're actually the only one in the state of Arkansas to have something like that too. So we've done anything from the classics all the way up to Sister Act this past year. So it's amazing. We throw it all in there. The great thing about it is too, once they join up with those theater department, they will also have an opportunity to participate in going to an off-Broadway one-act play into New York City with us too. So the musical students have an option of that as well to travel. We have music production. We heard several different students, especially males, that were really interested in doing something like that. So we offer that music business, music vocal, performance, instrumental, anything of those natures, education, they all fall within that area as well too. There are choir scholarships, band scholarships as well, and they will stack with other ones. But another big thing to consider is you need to apply early on that, and we are doing different options, whether it be through Zoom or if you want to do campus visits, anything like that. We actually have a band, we're known as the Band of the Land, watch out. And so with our band, we actually have more than 180 students. We've grown so much that we've had to double our size of our building that's less than 10 years old. So it's definitely a strong program for us musically.
And I think there was looks like another question about dental programs. At the University of Oklahoma, the dental program is not on our main campus. It's on the Health Sciences Center in Oklahoma City, about 30 minutes from us in Norman. So you'll come to OU Norman, you will complete your bachelor's degree and then go on to the dental school if you're interested in being a dentist. If you want to pursue dental hygiene, that is typically what we call a 2+2 program. So let's say, for instance, you came to OU, the main campus as a freshman, you do 2 years with us, and then 2 years on that same Health Sciences Center campus in Oklahoma City. Coming in as a transfer student, it may look a little differently for you depending on how many credits you're coming in with. So maybe you'll only be with us for a year, a semester, and then finish out that dental hygiene program at our Health Sciences Center.
Tulsa Community College also offers a dental hygiene program through our Allied Health School. So it could be anywhere from probably a 2 to 3 year process, but we are offering that a fairly intensive process, but glad to have it in some of the state-of-the-art health sciences facilities that we've recently built.
Southern Arkansas University, we do as well have a pre-dentistry program. And so what we do is we can do a pre-dentistry or through the biology pre-health professional degree, or you can go the route for pre-dental hygiene. So very, very similar to how University of Oklahoma had mentioned before, 2+2 option as well. You'll actually be working in a huge facility that's already, it's state of the art. It's more than $17.1 million as well, Science Center. So they're gonna be able to teach multiple labs at one time. As far as acceptance into these programs, our pre-health areas within biology, pre-health or biochemistry, both are very strong for us, especially through the University of Arkansas Medical Science. A lot of ours, though, will go back out of state. So whether it be in Oklahoma, whether it be in Louisiana, Missouri, some of our neighboring states, Texas. So that's pretty much how we'll do that. But we do have a personal advisor within those particular fields that can kind of set it up for you and get you on that path of which area you want to do. You'll want to know exactly what specific school following that are some of their criteria. So we'll kind of help you in those course placements as well.
I would continue on. Graphic design obviously is offered. It's one of our Metro campus offerings at our new state-of-the-art C4C, Center for Creativity building. But again, probably an associate's degree, which probably would be transferable to most any of our state schools if you wanted to pursue a bachelor's degree. But a great way to get a start, either through certificate or associate's degree in graphic design.
So at Southern Arkansas University, we started the computer game animation design program. We're the only one in the state to have it beginning, I think it was about 5 or 6 years ago. And with that, right off the bat, we became the top 10 gaming program in the Southern United States. So we have two different parts. If you want to go the animation simulation design, it's a Bachelor of Fine Arts, which is more elite than, of course, than a Bachelor of Arts. And of course, we have the computer science. So with that Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Fine Arts, you're looking at 3D printing operations. You're looking at creating the characters, that graphic design. We did a lot of help assistance through COVID-19 where we had to actually use those art students to create masks for us. So we'll actually bring in Raylene Lowther. She is the primary person who brought this to campus. She's actually worked in that industry before. They just announced yesterday that somebody else from the industry from New York was actually coming to us, whether it be virtual or in person, to do a lot of different opportunities getting into the field. So when it comes to internship opportunities, it's huge for us. Do know, though, that you can also use that art and design area if you wanted to assist in communications design. So if you wanted to make the brand labels for different companies, or if you wanted to do the marketing aspect for particular companies, we will also combine an art with a business track. So you've got several different options in that graphic design area.
So at OU, your program would be a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Visual Communication, which includes graphic design. So this is a really good program if you are interested in things like visual studies, graphic design, media architecture, brand design, those kinds of things. It's not really, there's no animation piece to that. So a lot of students really just for that big graphic design piece, in addition to some additional art courses that you would be taking as a fine art student. So you'll be really, really well-rounded in this program.
Great. Fantastic, everyone. Well, with that, we are just about at the end of our allotted time for today. So I want to say thank you to all of the presenters. Thank you to all of the participants who joined us and asked questions. When you close this window, there will be a link to a quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted. We've got another one starting in just about 16 minutes. So be sure to sign up for additional sessions. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other session recordings at the same website where you registered. So I'm sure I'll see a few of you in a couple of minutes. And to all of the presenters again, thank you so much, and everyone have a great day.